Hello, and welcome to the Lightning Boys Express. We hope you have an enjoyable journey with us on our ride today, but please remember to keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. We are not liable if you get hit by lightning and die, and smoke, and smell like bacon, like ants did when you were a child and you fried them with a magnifying glass on the hardtop of your driveway at your friend's house. But that's not a messed up thing to do because we all did it, right? What's up, Slosh?
Hi, does this express does it have a dinner option? I'm getting a little hungry after that one.
Well, you know what? Burning ants and frying them with a magnifying glass does smell like barbecue, so you have barbecue. And
Oh,
ants are a good
great.
source of protein.
Yeah, when is that served?
Right now.
Great.
You just don't
Hi.
understand. They're
Hi
just like
everyone.
injecting into your body.
Welcome to the podcast. I am Slash that I'm sure you all know. And that's Toast, the one with the insane intros that are I gotta say are getting better every time.
Really? Because that one felt to me like a downgrade from last time. I feel like last
Okay,
time was really good.
last one was pretty top tier. Yeah, that's gonna be tough to beat. But how's your night been? How's your week been? It's been a week since we've spoken.
Man, it's been a week. It's been a week. Well, Wednesday was off from work, which is really nice, and
Nice.
like we talked about moving too much last week, to be fair. So I'm gonna make a really quick story here.
Yeah.
We've been buying a lot of furniture from Wayfair, and I was like,
Mm.
you know what? I want something made of solid wood, and so I went to Home Depot. I bought some maple boards.
Oh, you're
just,
making it
built
yourself.
I built a table.
That's dope as hell, man.
I
That's super
constructed the
dope.
table yesterday.
Man, I was also
My
at
poor
Home
neighbors
Depot.
probably hate me, but
Oh yeah, that's right because you have a black hole into your basement, right?
oh, that fixed. We found about that. The black hole into the basement was because they didn't finish the AC unit, and now it's stuffed with
Uh,
some sort of reflective anti-alien mind-reading foil.
that's cool. Well, at least you
Yeah,
have
it's
that.
good.
But yeah, I
Ain't no
mentioned I
aliens here.
I also went to Home Depot. I promise
Hmm.
this story isn't boring. I know. No, and I don't know if there's many stories that start with. So I went to Home Depot and end like exciting.
I don't know, man.
But so
Home
yeah.
Depot's an
So
exciting place.
honestly, getting older, I like Home Depot now. Um, but yeah, so went to Home Depot because all in the same day, our kitchen sink got clogged. Our bathtub, one of the hot handle just stopped working. And kitchen lights, three light bulbs blew out, all in the same day, right? So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to Home Depot tomorrow and fix all this. And so that was yesterday. Yesterday, that was yesterday. Went to Home
Yesterday.
Depot. I grabbed all the things I needed and I fixed everything up, right? And so
Mhm.
my kids woke up this morning. They did their online school, and then they're like, "Wow, Daddy, everything's fixed. There's lights. The sink's fixed. The bath's fixed. You know what, Daddy? You're our hero." And I was like, and and so what they did is they each. I have twin girls. If for those who don't know, they're four, and they each grabbed some stickers that they get when they're being good, and they gave me one each. They picked one out and
Oh,
gave me one each for being their
stop.
hero. So that was good. That felt good.
Cannot. That's adorable.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
So that's how my day started with after school. They were like, you know what, Daddy, you're our hero. Here's a sticker for being good.
Oh, that's adorable. That's so cool.
Yeah.
In other news, are you sure you're not haunted? You don't got the paranormal activity ghost doing things, shooting
Honest,
boxes and closing doors?
so that's the thing, right? Is like, yeah, it all happened in the same day, and that same day was also we were having the exterminator come by. Since we live in Georgia, bugs.
He says
It's
exterminator, he means Ghostbusters.
I mean the ghost, but yeah,
Bill
we had a
Murray was there.
Ghostbuster come by, and on that day, everything just kind of went to shit, and so we had to like pretend that everything didn't go to shit while this guy was in our house.
Okay, hold on though. But so you remember that Ghostbusters where they go into the sewers and the sewers go down forever and then you get flooded in ectoplasm?
Yes.
And then they save the day by like being like positive messages.
Yes.
Yeah, that was stupid as hell.
was like, where is he going with this?
That's where I was going.
You're just like, this is fucking dumb. It was stupid. That's what it was. That's all it was.
It was a real life anime.
Well,
But it
Toast.
seems like you are the handyman. You're the hero.
Yes, I am. This is me becoming an adult. Fixing things in the house, is like that. That's going from like person who lives in a house to person who lives in a house. It lives in a house. I just live in a house, but I'm responsible about it.
Now.
I am now the house. That's all that
A
changes.
big old band-aid.
Yeah,
on a paper
I became the house.
Mortar, wood, stone.
Is this Cask of Amontillado? Is this what this is now?
I don't know, man. I don't just like.
Anyway, tell us what are we talking about today. What's the big subject? What's the thing? What are we doing? What are we saying?
We got a couple of things here.
Yeah.
I can launch into my thing right away here, and so I'm just getting my list ready here. I've got it right here.
I am not prepared.
So things that should be illegal.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You mentioned this was one of the things you wanted to talk about, and I'm like, I'm interested. I don't know if I have much to add to a conversation like this because I purposely just didn't look up things that should be illegal, but I'm excited to kind of figure it all out. What are you do it? I'm done taking up your time while you type on the screen.
There are definitely a couple of categories and things that should be illegal but aren't.
Mm-hmm.
They're the categories of small offenses that I can talk about ad nauseum.
Okay.
These are the pet peeves. These are the things that grind your gears, like that one meme. These are the things that Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Right.
Now you have kind of a mid tier, which is like, okay, that's like debatable. And then you got your like serious heavy tier. But I have a list here on my like notepad right here. And I'm actually just going to start from the top and we're going to go down. And there's kind of a mix. And so the first one, when I was doing research on this topic, I learned is that in many states, backyard burials are legal.
Oh, legal?
Yeah, legal. Totally okay. So as long as you respect zoning laws, you can bury grandma in your backyard. Totally fine.
So I also want to know, how would they enforce something like that? If it was illegal, how would they know that you've buried people in your backyard?
I don't know. But I imagine that when someone passes away, there is some sort of body tracking. Some sort of like, track and verify for like where the body goes.
Do you really think people care that much?
There's probably a pencil pusher somewhere who's like,
there's like one guy who just got
missing.
he just got really angry that I said that. Of course people care. They're dead.
So that in my eyes, like too, it's like, I think there's a lot that goes into like burying a body. And like, I think if you do a really poor job of it, it'll rain and then you'll just have like grandma's remains just like sticking out, or you'll have a raccoon or a bear digging.
Yeah, I just imagine grandma floating into the basement because you left a window open.
Oh.
And you don't want that. You gotta do proper burials here. Dig her real down in there. Really go for it. You gotta put some effort into burying grandma. All right.
Oh my God. It's like that Courage the Cowardly Dog episode with the two filmmakers where one of them is buried in the basement. They're zombies. Good episode. You should watch it. Great show. Throwback. Okay, so that's one where I'm like, what the fuck? And I kind of feel like that should probably be illegal. But again, like you said, how are you going to track and verify that? But
it
I
feels
still think that
unenforceable.
like, if I'm your neighbor and I am seeing a dead body float into my backyard, I'm gonna be a little upsetty spaghetti with you.
You're just imagining I'm going to be bad at burying my grandmother. I feel like
Have you had any experience burying grandmother before?
That is none of your business, and I refuse to answer because this is recorded.
The man's got a skin suit over here. It's not his actual face.
I mean, I do have a closet right behind me. I have to get ready to be on stream. Okay. All right. What's next, Toast? What else is illegal?
Okay, moving down the
legal,
line.
excuse me.
This is the classic one, and I wish my good friend Left Stick David Down would be here for this one because he has experience with this IRL. Oh, sort of, not really. But marrying your cousin is illegal in every state.
That's how you introduce it? We have a good friend. This is his name. He's married his cousin.
No. And I'm not going to tell his story for him. He did not marry his cousin. Lefstick is a wonderful human who did not do anything weird, bullshitty like that. But he grew up in the South. And he's from the South.
Yeah. You know, I did as well.
Oh, you know what? You're Canadian. You don't count. I'm discounting your entire life experience right
Yeah,
now. So don't be
the
offended.
whole-
Be very offended. But no, I think we should bring him on to tell a story if he wants to. But he's had experiences
Yeah.
with friends who have, I think, gone down the family tree path. You know.
Now I'm very intrigued, but you're right to not tell the story for him because I think we need to get it straight from the horse's mouth about the horse's cousins.
Shout out to Leftic David if you're watching. Come on the show next week maybe and tell us the
Yeah,
story.
next week, buddy. You're invited. You're invited. I need to
Um,
hear about him marrying his cousin.
And you know, this one's not shocking considering that we came from a European country where all the monarchs were like, "Hey, you're my sister, but the blood is pure." Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I hate that.
Just
That was. That's just how they.
foul.
It's
That's
absolutely
nasty.
foul. Big
Game
agree,
of Thrones,
dude.
get out of here, right? Like season 1 spoilers, dude.
What was
Push
yeah,
a boy off of a building.
That,
for
okay,
season.
that's like episode 1. All right, I think you're okay on spoilers for something that happened like the first 10 minutes of the series. I think you'll be okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you never
keeping
know.
the bloodline pure is probably one of the more disgusting images. Also, like, why you gotta say it like that? You know?
Bro, that's just what the monarchs did, man.
Yeah, man. You know, royalty and all.
Gross.
Just can't wait to be king. Am I right, Simba?
Oh. Okay, Nala's not his sister.
Who knows?
No. Maybe like half sister.
I mean, it is a pride of
doesn't make it any
lions.
better.
How outside of the pride are they going? If you really think about
That's
it.
true. I'm not gonna
Like-
think about it. Don't.
No, you should think very deeply about this.
Think
Everyone
very
listening, please consider the ramifications of how small a pride of lions are, and assume also they don't have like, you know, communications with outside prides of lions. That's all I'm saying. That's why
You're
he couldn't
saying
wait to
too
be king.
much, though. You're saying far too much.
I
And,
could say
that
more.
segues
Do you want me to
really
go-
well
Yeah.
into something that is legal in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 states.
5 states. Okay. Probably Mississippi
is-
and Arkansas.
No, actually,
Wow.
sexual conduct with animals.
Oh, so I was on the
Is
right
it-
track though.
100% legal in Hawaii, Kentucky, shocker, New Mexico, West Virginia, shocker,
Shocker.
and Wyoming.
Wyoming feels like an outlier here. So does Hawaii, honestly.
Hawaii for me is the one where I was like, what?
Yeah, that one feels the most out of left field. You know, I feel like some of the other ones, or for the most part, all of them are just ones that's just like leftover that they just like. I'm sure they didn't write in like, yeah, you can be with your cat. I think it's they just left it out more than anything.
Yeah, but like, I'll buy that with Hawaii, but with these other states, I'm kind of like, huh? You know, like,
Yeah. So anyone from Kentucky, Wyoming, so on, let us know what the fuck. If you could be so kind.
Send us a mail or tweet us at the Sloshula or ToastBH on Twitter. Send us
Yeah.
a DM. Let us know what it's like for you in Kentucky.
Yeah,
in New
I've driven
Mexico,
through
West
Kentucky.
Virginia, and Wyoming. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah. I don't know. Kentucky was all right. I don't have a very good idea of what Kentucky's like because all I ever stopped at was like just off of the highway gas stations and then going to the McDonald's next to it.
Congratulations, you've seen Kentucky. That's it. That's all there is to see. You did it. That's all of Kentucky.
Suck it, Kentucky!
Woo! All right, moving on. So we're getting through some of the more serious ones, but this is a kind of a slasher. In 19 states, and I don't have a list because my hand got tired and I didn't want to write them down.
That's
it is
fair.
illegal, or it is legal. It is
legal.
not illegal. It is legal to leave a child or an animal in a car unattended. And so, you know, the animal is the one that people talk about and see a lot, and whatever, animals always get people heated to be like, that's an animal. You treat that better than you treat, your life.
Right.
This how people are. But the baby one is actually a serious issue where babies overheat in cars and die.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna say that one depends, because if you're in the South, kind of at any time of the year, you probably shouldn't be doing that, because like right now it's November in Georgia, and I mean it's November everywhere, but specifically I am in Georgia, and I've had my air conditioning on for the past like 2 weeks. I'm sweating currently,
That sounds
and it's
amazing.
November.
I'm jealous.
So you probably just shouldn't, right? Now, in the North, I will say, when I was a child, I was left in a car with the radio on with my sister, and if anything, I got a little cold.
It's like in the
I mean,
Canadian North.
so you probably still do it. Like, besides the temperature situation, you probably still shouldn't, because like it's still an unattended child.
Yeah,
So there's
I
still
think
those ramifications there.
There's really very few situations where it's okay to leave an unattended child in a car.
Mhm.
It's just a bad idea. It's just.
Yeah,
not
I'm just
smart.
running in for a second. I'll be right back.
You
Just
know,
running
you
in for
still
a
have
second.
a small human you're responsible for, and I'm like. Anyways, with curbside pickup now, you can just call and be like, "Yo, bring me my groceries," and then your job done.
Yeah,
There's no
things have gotten. So then you're also just leaving yourself. Okay, so does it? When they say leaving your child or animal in the car, does it count if you're still there, because you're technically leaving them in the vehicle?
It does not, because they are attended by an adult. A small child is not an adult, and they cannot get through a child locked door. Same with a small animal, right?
So then,
oh no, here comes the
check this out.
The 1-2 hypothetical.
Hypothetically, if I leave my children in a car, but I leave
You're
the
dead.
car door unlocked, and then someone tries to rob my vehicle, my children are now technically under adult supervision.
They are not.
Does that count?
Because you have to give adult supervision. That's consent. You have to consent to that supervision, and you have not consented, most likely, to this robber for the supervision of your children. So in fact, they are not being supervised by an adult. They're being vandalized by an adult.
What if I leave my phone number on the dash and they call it? And I could just say, all right, they're yours, and then I hang up my cell phone.
Hey, yo, I got your children. Like, what?
We're like, okay, so I'm out of this scot-free. Great, okay, bye.
This is Bob Ross. I'm calling. I picked up your children as I was riding
Bob
your
Ross?
car.
Oh, wait, he's dead.
Hang
on.
I mean, maybe he's still voting. I mean, there's some.
Don't. I mean, all I'm saying is, if it got brought to a court of law, I would vouch for the robber if I was under. If they're saying like you left your children in a hot car, not under the influence. No. If I was, being subject to the jury, I would be like, look, there was someone supervising.
I'm gonna move on. I don't know if I agree with you.
It's probably for the best. Before I keep going, it's probably for the best. So we just keep going here.
All right. Okay.
I have a friend that's I have two friends that are in law school. So I'm just saying. I have them on the line.
Great. Bring him in. This is who wants to be in here. Actually, real quick tangent. There was a game for the Sega Dreamcast, best console of all time, by the way, called Who Wants to Beat Up a Millionaire?
I'm sorry?
You answer questions right, and then you would get to punch out a millionaire, and they would drop money. It was great. You should check it out. It's a classic. So this one is more of a pet peeve one, which is happened to me a couple times. Stealing someone else's parking spot. You're in a parking lot, right? You are driving.
Okay.
You see a spot. You've indicated. You're clearly going for it. And some comes around and is like
the turn signal on,
and they enter in and they lock and load themselves into that slot, and they act like nothing's wrong. Not illegal. However,
not illegal, right?
Should be punishable by the most severe punishment of your county. In my opinion.
So I have a question here. Is that what cars sound like? Just an honest question here. Is that what a car sounds like, Toast? You at you like a 5-year-old. You're like, pew, shoo, pew.
I feel like you're making fun of me for enjoying Matchbox cars as a
No.
child.
I had a roller suitcase that I actually still have. I gave to my children, a roller suitcase that you would open up, and all that was in it was little spots to put your Hot Wheels.
Your Hot Wheels were the shit.
I was there
bro.
too. I was
I
there
had a
too. Which is
Batman Hot Wheels.
oh, I didn't have a Batman Hot Wheel.
It was a good
I
one.
had a Spider-Man Hot Wheel, and I had a
Oh.
Hulk Hummer.
Freedom.
That's free right there.
That's freedom.
But no, I agree. That's really annoying when people steal your parking spot. I don't know how that would be punishable in any sort of way. It's like,
Mall
I put
cops.
I put my signal on, but maybe he did too, and I didn't see it, or maybe
No
she
excuse.
just didn't see me, or
I think when it happens, it should be applicable that you can challenge them to trial by combat.
I live in
You
the
just-
South
you
in
duke
an
it
open
out.
carry state.
No guns.
Yeah,
Trial by
it doesn't
combat,
mean
but
they
it has to be
wouldn't
something
pull it.
ridiculous.
Look, shooting someone's still illegal. People still get shot.
That's true. But that is something that is illegal that should be illegal. So we're not talking about that in this segment,
Okay.
Slushula.
Okay.
Bro. All right, this one actually really bothers me, this next one. And I'm wrapping up. I got a few more, and then we can move on here.
Cool.
Sirens on the radio.
Oh, that 100% should be illegal. That
Fucking foul.
100% should be illegal.
Heinous.
That is horrendous. It's because you're trained to listen for sirens, right? And so if you hear it on the radio, I mean, I know they're doing it because you're trained to listen for them, and so you're like immediately your attention
they,
goes
though?
to where the siren is.
Sometimes it's just in music, and you're like listening to bopping along, and it's like.
Yeah. I think so. I'm thinking of the radio stations that when they're playing all their wacky sound effects, you
Oh, I
just
hate
get
that.
like a really quick like ambulance siren. You're like, what the?
Yeah. Those are the worst. Those are the worst too. But like sometimes I think even in music it plays quietly in the background, and I'm like,
I actually didn't even think about that. Yeah, it was because you have like a few siren sound effects that DJs use, right? So
they do.
I didn't even think about that actually.
Yeah, that's,
But
that's
still,
the
I
one that
agree.
gets
I
me.
agree.
I have 3 more. And these are all like non-illegals, like shitty little pet peeve ones. I kind of front loaded with the heavy ones. Backyard burials is still my favorite. Junk mail that looks like official mail. So the junk mail that's like that looks like
yeah.
a bill, but then it says like
Yeah.
this is not a bill in a really small text somewhere. Or
People
like,
were doing that with election ballots.
yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah,
that should
That's
be illegal.
super fun.
How
I think it
dare
is
you.
actually illegal. I think that one is. And like I think that
Hasn't
one actually
stopped.
is illegal. They still
Okay,
did it. But
okay.
yeah, those like I don't get too much junk mail. Most of the mail that I get that I don't want is for the people that like lived here before me. So like I was getting notifications of them getting like their COVID payment and shit like that, and I'm like, and this other person, also was constantly requesting a mail-in ballot and not updating their address. So we got like a bunch of just like the same dude. They're like, you requested a ballot.
You sure he was alive?
You already have. I mean, he
Was it
must
Bob
be.
Ross?
He must be. I actually texted my landlord. I was like, "Kate, do you still have this guy's contact information? You can let him know. Like, we're getting his incredibly important mail. Can he please change his address?"
No.
And the guy, my landlord, was like, "I can't do that, but you should just tell them the USPS." And I didn't.
They won't do anything anyways. They just be like, "This is the address. That's what it
Yep.
is."
Yeah, it felt like that
Yeah.
wasn't on me. It's not on me, man.
No,
Update your
change
addresses.
folks. You get a
Come on.
15% coupon to Wayfair if you do, at least in the United States.
Oh yeah, I got a shitload of coupons when I moved.
It's really nice, actually. Like you get some good ones in there. So my next one is getting off a plane out of order. So like I understand that there's arguments that loading back to front is not actually the most efficient way to do it because people are stupid. Like I
Yes.
understand that there's like science behind that.
People are stupid.
Getting off of a plane, if you're in the back row and you stand up and try and get off before the people in the rows in
You're
front
the
of
last
you
one
are
off.
literally
You are
the
the
worst
last one
person on this
off.
planet.
You're the last one off. Right. you're speeding up nothing. In fact, you're slowing things down. If you just wait in line, queue up with the rest of us, all right? And when you're in like, in an aisle seat, look over at the person next to you, see who's in front. All right? Make the eye contact you need to make and make your move, all right? If you're not getting up and there's someone that's waiting on you, just give them a something, all right? But just there's an order.
There's an order. There's a way. There's a method. There's PEMDAS to getting off a plane. Okay, there's a scientific method to getting off a plane, right?
Yeah. I hate you if you get off in the wrong order. I'm just gonna tell you now.
I don't care how urgent your shit is. You're making other people lose and miss their flights.
So's mine. So's my shit. It's also urgent.
I will find you. And I'll give you a glare like you've never seen before.
I will do nothing violent to you at all, but Lord,
not a single thing.
Know that I'm thinking about it.
Know that I'm thinking about glaring at you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking real hard about it.
I still won't make eye contact with you, but best believe I am so prepared to make eye contact with you.
I'm gonna go make a little like tisk tisk sound,
Yeah, just like shake your head, look at the person next to you with your eyebrows up,
This guy, am I right?
This motherfucker.
All right, man. So that's it for me and my things that should be a legal segment here. I'll pass it over to you because I know that you had stuff to chat.
I just want to talk about the new consoles, honestly. This is a special console release for me because this is the first time there's been a new console released while I'm actually in the video games industry. So it's been kind of interesting seeing it from this side. I can't really say anything more than that, but it's just been a cool experience, But the thing that I really want to talk about though is when I was a kid, console releases were kind of major. They were these really major upgrades, right? Like going from PlayStation 1 to 2, going from Xbox to Xbox 360,
Was that your journey that you took?
So that's actually a great question. So the journey that I took is we got a PlayStation 1 and my dad traded it in for a Dreamcast. And then
greatest console of all time.
I agree. The controller and a little screen.
The VMU.
Yes. Oh man, that was so cool. But yeah, so from the Dreamcast, then we went to an Xbox. And from the Xbox, we went to a PS3 and then a PS4. And now we're here. Oh yeah, we also got a Wii and a Wii U along in there. And a Switch. So we were kind of Nintendo and Sony for a little bit there.
Nice.
But every release felt like really massive, and it felt like you kind of like had to have it to like keep going in the video game world. This time, not so much actually, and I'm not really sure why. I didn't pre-order one. I wasn't trying to get them on launch day. I didn't even really make a full decision of which, like, either the Xbox or the PlayStation that I wanted to get. I'm leaning towards PlayStation because it's got a lot of series that I really enjoy on it, like Crash Bandicoot, which I've talked about before. And if there's ever a new Silent Hill, I want to be there for that. And a few other launch titles look great, but Xbox has EA Play and whatever. I'm not here to argue which is better, but it's just. This launch feels a little different. It's still like people are freaking out about it, right? But I don't know. I don't have the urge to get one day one.
I think this is you being older, honestly, because I get what you're saying. We had a very different console upbringing. I started on a Super Nintendo, went to a Dreamcast, a GameCube, and then a Wii. And then I had nothing else until I got into college, and then I bought a Sega Genesis.
You went backwards.
I went back. I started collecting them. I had a shelf with consoles.
Right. That's so cool.
I had a PS3 for a short while. I actually don't know what happened to that. Maybe I sold it or gave it to a roommate. But like, the Wii was the last one for me where I was like, I need this now. Where like that was the struggle. Like I went to GameStops early and did the overnight thing. I was in high school. I think the Wii was 2008, 2009. So it was like very early in my high school career. Maybe even middle school. Who knows?
But I think I was in middle school for the Wii release. So that feels about right.
But like with this, I have the Switch, and I'm glad I do. It's honestly, I think the perfect console for me because it's
It's
just
so
quick and
cool.
easy.
Yeah.
But I feel like so many games just come over to PC now that I'm just happy to wait and just like play
Yeah.
them when they come to computer. I'll get them cheaper.
So
Support's
that's
probably
another
better.
thing.
Like,
That's actually another thing that I didn't consider is that I built my own PC. This is the most powerful computer I've ever had. It's the second PC I've ever built. And before all that, the majority of my gaming was on consoles, right? And then I kind of became a PC gamer with like World of Warcraft. I was playing PC games before, stuff like Warcraft 2, and Dungeon Keeper, and
pretty game.
yeah, fantastic game. So those types of games, I was already playing them, but the majority of my gaming was still on consoles, and now like 98% of my gaming is on PC, and so I'm not sure, man.
I think when you're younger, there's a lot of pressure from your friend groups, to have the next console, and it's a social thing. It's very much a social thing having that console.
Oh, the kid that got it day one,
They
you
were
were
a
over at their
rock star,
house.
dude.
You were over at their
You were
house.
there. You were playing those day
Oof.
one launch titles.
I kind
But
of
I think as you get older, you
kinda
realize
miss that.
like it's just a fucking hassle to like buy day one. You gotta wait in line.
especially now,
You
right?
gotta,
Every like
beat
gaming
the
is so much
queues.
even besides that, right? Like gaming is so much more popular now, right? Like if I was trying to get a PlayStation, I was seeing people tweeting about it. Oh my god. Like all the people
No.
that are like I was trying at noon, at 3, at 6, at 9, all the times that Walmart was restocking. Amazon's been out,
Why? Like, what's the point? See, for me,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, launch titles aren't good enough anyways. You're gonna get this thing, and you're not gonna have any good games to play on it for 6 months. Exceptions now, there's backwards compatibility with the Xbox, right? Which is dope. And they
Yeah.
have like some really cool stuff like that. But still,
Yeah, that's the really big thing about this generation is that
It
it
doesn't really
just
matter,
feels like I would
honestly.
be playing all the same games that I'm currently playing, but at a higher frame rate or higher resolution or whatever that company did to improve their game for the next generation. And yeah, you're kind of right. Like there are some dope launch titles, like Spider-Man Miles Morales looks
It looks
very.
amazing.
Oh my god, dude, it looks so
But
good.
like single player games, it doesn't matter if you play it now or if you play it in 6 months, right?
Yeah, and I'm also not dropping $560 plus shipping just for
That's
a
the
game,
other thing is that like you already have a machine that can do all of these things, right? That does all of these things just as good, if not better, in a lot of ways than this. And it's not even like a one is better than the other. It's just like you're really
what I
gonna drop
got.
$1,000 and
Yeah.
then $60 per game after that.
Oh, and they're raising the
something-
prices of some of them. There are some games that are like
Stop.
80 bucks now.
What the hell, dude?
I
I'm glad I'm
know.
old. Fuck that.
No. I mean, there are a lot of people that work on video games now, man. Like, if you see, I mean, I know that Brawlhalla has we have over 40 people that work on it now, just on
that's
on this
awesome.
one game. But also, like, you look at the credits of games like God of War, and they just go on and on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah,
and on,
but there's still, and like in some ways, and this is a bigger conversation, I think, like I really do actually like the microtransaction culture when it's cosmetic based, because I do think it is a more sustainable model for the people making the games rather than you pay $60 and you're done. So like for the industry, I feel like that is more healthy and sustainable. But like there is a part of me that loves the idea of like games were $50, $60, and you just got it.
yeah.
And like if it was bugged to hell, that was part of your experience. And like
I mean, League of Legends kind of changed the whole
fun.
game up, though. After League of Legends kind of paved the way for the free to play with microtransactions for cosmetics, right? Like there were games that were free to play before it, but League of Legends really kind of changed the whole game. If I want to make that pun,
I think
They
you
really-
can.
yeah,
And I think that's fine. I think you can take it farther back though and look at World of Warcraft with a monthly subscription.
Yeah. I think if WoW was a free to play game and you bought cosmetics in the game, I actually think it might have. I actually don't know if it would have made more
I
money.
don't think it would have.
I don't think it would
No.
have because
It came out of the perfect time where a
it really
subscription model
did.
was a novel
It,
thing.
it just made sense, right? Like because
Yeah.
and then you would buy the expansions too, right? So imagine the money. You don't have to imagine the money. You can look it up. The amount of money that Blizzard was
Blizzard.
making off of just like dropping an expansion for like $40. I think they were $40 at launch. I don't remember. This was a long time ago for me. I
Yeah.
stopped playing at Wrath of the Lich King. I played a lot of
I
that.
never
and then
played,
I
so
quit it,
like
yeah.
I can't really talk too much
Yeah,
about it.
okay.
But I think that was the first time that we saw in the games industry and I could be wrong, whatever. I'm not a historian or whatever. Kind of this
It's the most
reoccurring
major at the
charge.
very least. It's the most
Right,
major. Like
very
no one
significant.
can. Yeah, no one can argue that WoW
Opens-
wasn't the biggest fucking thing to ever happen in
Of course.
MMOs or anything like that. Like
But like it opened the door to the idea that it's okay to spend money on a game
yeah,
on a reoccurring basis more than once, right? You had expansion packs.
Yeah.
StarCraft
Yeah.
is the 90s, had an expansion pack,
yeah.
right? Game changer. But like the difference between paying $40, $50, $60 for a game at one point and then paying $40 for an expansion and that's it over the course of like 3 or 4 years is different from, $12.99 every month on the dot in order to access all this investment that you've put into it.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Yeah, it kind of was like I'm spending money on a video game. I could spend money on this video game, and then you get games from the East like Maple Story, that got incredibly popular. That again, microtransactions.
Ransomware on everyone's computer.
I did not play. Like I had a friend that played Maple Story from
It
like
was
day
so hard
one
to
until
uninstall.
like, oh my god. But yeah. So I don't know. It's been an interesting launch though. To bring it all back, it's been a really interesting launch for me because it's exciting for me, right? I love seeing the games industry expand and all that, but I really don't feel the urge to upgrade. Even when the PS5 was launched, I was watching the live streams. I was seeing like what they were doing and what games they're coming out with. I was watching the Xbox ones as well. I'm like, what are they doing? I was still really invested, but when it came down to purchasing one, I was like, I can wait.
There's no FOMO anymore about it, I feel like there used to
yeah.
be FOMO with consoles, and this console release, I'm like, no FOMO at all.
I will say, I think it is one of the smartest moves to put such a focus on backwards compatibility because that was always people's big. I mean, speaking from experience, the biggest thing about
PS2 to PS1.
switching from console to console was I won't be able to play all the games I bought. That was a huge, and now there's such a huge focus on backwards compatibility. Like Xbox, you could play pretty much any game you would ever want to play. Pretty much. I know there's a few that are missing out, like the Kinect games or whatever, but pretty much any game you'd ever want to play on an Xbox console, you can just do now, which is, I think, a super smart move.
And I think a lot of that is also possible because these consoles are now basically computers, right? For $500, $600, you're getting the equivalent of a $800 or $900 computer through and through. So like, there's that power to go back and like crunch the stuff from that things. But I'm with you. This has kind of been a weird launch. You might have seen, maybe not, Apple just announced that they're, and for me this is a very similar thing. Apple just announced they had an event that they're switching over from x86X instruction sets to their own custom-made ARM cores, which
Okay. So yeah, and so what does that mean for people that don't?
ELI 5, yeah, explain like I'm 5. Basically, all computers run on the same kind of chip right now in the world, and phones run on a different kind of chip.
Right.
And so for a while, iPhones have a chip that's been made just by Apple for Apple. That's been
It's a pretty Apple thing to do.
very powerful, like very, very like advanced and very powerful. And so what they said is, F you to Intel, one of the biggest makers of computer chips in the world. They said,
Right.
We're doing this better on our phones. We're going to just take this and build laptops around it. And so they just released the first laptops, or announced them, that are using the similar chips to what they have in their phones, but in laptops. And from their announcement, these things look like absolute monsters. 18 hours of battery life, instant on, instant off, all the normal Apple stuff.
Right.
And then potentially their slowest model is as fast as their highest model laptop that's out right now. And so I have no interest to buy this.
Yeah.
But like watching it, I'm like, this is really interesting, actually.
Yeah. I have such a sour spot for Apple. You know, like because everything they're so anti-upgrade, like doing your own upgrades, right? Like if anything like breaks in your laptop, it's like shit's all soldered in there. You can't move anything at all.
It's the worst.
It's the worst, man.
Post 2010 Apple, bro.
But yeah, I mean that is still really cool and smart. I mean, like the processor on my phone is ridiculous, right? I'm an Android boy, as you probably would assume from me saying I have a sour spot for Apple, but yeah, you can't argue that they're doing shit. You really can't argue that they're doing shit.
They win in the phone world. They just have more powerful chips. They're just better.
I will say though, they usually do win in the phone world, but I saw a lot of people that were like, "Why the hell would I get this new iPhone?" I didn't see anybody that was like, "Oh hell yeah!" like they did for the iPhone X or whatever. Yeah. This time, everyone was like, "What the?
What is?
Why would? This is the same. What? This is actually the same thing." I'm like, "Oh, you figured it out! It's been the same thing all along."
Mm-hmm. But, damn. Slosh, it's getting kind of late. Should we?
I think it's time. I was going to ask you the same thing. I think it's time for games. I think we play our game now. This is how I play games. Just kind of pressing in rhythm the 8 and 9
Oh,
key.
no, it paused.
It always does.
I don't ever want to show the faces here, so it pauses. And for those of you who don't know...
Why don't you want to show the faces?
Okay, well, we can look at the faces real quick.
Yeah,
I just felt like it was a little weird.
Who are these stock people? Oh, Puma jacket. No. It's just gonna
hold on. I gotta reset the out.
It's not that important. Oh God, I was not. It just. I was not expecting that.
So I told you, I didn't want to see the faces before, but you forced my hand.
You were making the correct decision. I apologize. This was. But yeah, what's the game? What are we playing?
Right. Okay. So this game is called 1 Minute. 1 Minute Madness.
1 Minute Madness.
And so essentially, this game, there is 1 minute on the clock. A question is asked. It has multiple correct answers, from 5 to 100 plus correct answers. And the goal is to see how many correct answers your players can come up with in 1 minute. Now, this game can be played several ways. Teams of players can write down as many answers as they can in 1 minute, each team getting 1 point per correct answer. Individual players write down as many answers as they can in 1 minute, scoring as above, or all players just shout out answers in a free-for-all style with no scoring, and for each answer you get correct, you get to punch the other players in the face multiple times. I mean, you said that these are for the elderly people, so good on these folks for getting them up and moving. But how do you want to play? Do we want to work together with the minute timer? I feel like that's kind of the way we should go about it. I think so too. I think we do better as a team.
I think so. Yeah, I can't wait to punch you in the fucking face though.
I mean, if we're on a team, there's no punching. You don't get to punch if we're on a team.
I was gonna mail you a punch. But yeah, so first thing we're going to be doing is toys, games, and card games. How many can you name in 1 minute? But also, when they say games, they don't mean video games. It really is. It's all. I felt this was a fun juxtaposition from talking about consoles and all these digital formats to just physical games, toys, games, and card games, right? So we'll have. I see you got your timer up. I'm
ready to start the timer.
We're gonna write down our answers here. I have it right here. So Toast, I think you take the lead and start when you're ready.
All right, I'm gonna start the timer. Is there a second section to this, or is this just the prompt? Is there if you scroll down the page?
Yeah, so I don't want to scroll down anymore because you'll start seeing answers. So you'll notice that some of these are cropped very strangely. This is the question. And it's just so this is the question. We have I think I have 9 or something of them up here, so we'll get to breeze through them.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how many toys, games, and card games can you name in 1 minute?
I mean, solitaire.
Okay. Spades.
Spades. Okay. Okay. I mean, if we're also doing
Bingo.
bingo, good one. Good
Um,
one. Jenga.
Boggle.
Boggle. Oh man, good.
Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, Trivial Pursuit's incredible.
Pictionary.
Um,
Monopoly.
oh my God, you're doing incredibly.
Scrabble.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Scrabble.
Bananagrams.
Grants.
Slap it.
What the hell is slap?
Just take it.
What's
Slamwich.
What's the game where you're Twister, where you're
Ooh,
touching
good one,
people?
good one. Clue.
That's
Both
that's
variations of Clue.
Clue. We'll just say Clue. Let's say Clue. 5 seconds. Magic. We got Magic.
Magic.
Pokemon has a card game.
Digimon. Taboo.
No. Taboo. Okay, great. We're out of time.
How do we do? How do we do?
Here, I'm going to pull up our answers right here. You ready?
Mhm.
Bam. So we got, these are the ones
Bro,
that we
can you
wrote
zoom in,
down.
bro.
Yes.
Control plus that.
There we go.
Yeah,
All
there
right.
we go.
So those are the answers we got. Right. How do we do here? Let's see. So we forgot a lot of. We didn't do like any toys. I'm realizing
Oh,
right now.
toys.
Yeah. So like Barbie, GI Joe, some really obvious ones. We did get Clue. Okay, we forgot chess and checkers, which I feel really bad about. The fact that we got like Slam It and Bananagrams, but we didn't get.
We got
Chess
the
and
millennial
checkers.
games. That's what matters. We got the millennial games.
Okay, they do count Pokemon specifically, so
Okay.
hell yeah on that.
Etch a Sketch. That's a good
Wow.
one.
Oh, we did also forget Uno, which is another big
Oh.
oopsie, I think. I think Uno and Yahtzee were some pretty dead giveaways. Radio Flyer Wagon. Now, that's not one I would say was a toy.
It's a toy.
Interesting. I mean, it's a wagon.
It's a toy wagon.
You could have some that fit people in them.
This is for old people. Old people played in wagons. They had nothing else. They had
You're
dysentery
right.
in wagons,
You're
bro.
totally
Like that
right.
was it.
Dysentery in wagons. Hopefully you're at least pointing out when the dysentery hits.
Keeps it warm. for
Risk
everyone else in the
also
wagon.
incredible game, by the way. I hate you. All right. So I feel like we did pretty all right. Let's count how many we got right. I'm just gonna keep going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
counts as
11,
two.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Clue counts for 1.
If there's 2 Clue variations.
You can't say Clue and Clue 2. All right, fine.
There's Clue
times
with
2.
the flip tiles, and there's Clue who killed Mr.
Whatever.
Mustard in the fucking library with a
What's that make?
ratchet.
19? 19 then?
19. We're taking
That's
19.
pretty good for 1 minute. You really did. You took over on that one. You did you did a pretty goddamn fantastic job. I'll give you
Thanks,
that
bro.
one.
Thanks, bro.
All right.
All right, hit me. I'm ready.
All right. What's our next one here? We got. All right. So the question here, it's a little bit different from just kind of listing off a bunch of things that are in a category. This one is how many words that begin and end with
God.
the letter D can we come up with in 1 minute? So this one I'm pretty excited about, honestly, because I like word things. I like word things.
All right, I'm
so-
gonna lean heavily on you for this one. You ready?
Yeah. Are you gonna type the answers in so I can? I'm gonna focus in here.
All right, hold on. I gotta get creative with my microphone.
Are you able to? Do you need to hold it with your mouth? Oh, this is smart.
Here we go. All right.
This is smart. All right. Are you ready? Start the timer. Let me know.
Let me get my document up, and we go in 3, 2, 1. All right. Did.
All right. Dead.
Dead.
Died.
Got it.
Dodged.
Dodged. Okay. Dipped.
Dipped. Dived.
Dived. Dozed.
Dodged. Ducked. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Dad.
Dad. That's a good one. I think there's gotta be D words in past tense. So
Dealt. No, that's with the T. Fuck.
no, that's not. Yeah.
Dealed. No, it's not bad.
No, that's not a word.
Duped.
Donated.
Dozed. Donated. Deed.
Oh boy. Deed. Oh, that's a really good one. Deed. Dragged.
Ooh.
Dragged. Okay, I guess that's our last one. Dragged.
Okay. All right.
Deed was a good one.
Thanks,
That was
bro.
a good one.
I was
All
trying
right,
to
let's
get
see
ones
how
that
many we
weren't
got
just
here.
like ending in, like.
Yeah, we're
ED.
just past tense.
Just past
That's
tense.
I was
That
focused on
not-
just like past tense of words that start with D. That was what I was going for here. Let's see. I feel like we did a pretty all right job here.
Okay, how
1,
do we
2,
do?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Ooh.
Nice. I
All
would
right.
like to have a good 15, but I'll take 14. I'll take 14. Let's see if there's any obvious ones that we missed here. Oh, of course, Dashund. Of course.
Damaged.
Of course.
Damn. Danced.
Damn. Yeah.
Old.
Oh.
Digested.
Oh, okay. Real quick. I thought this was Dared.
Is it not
like the
Dared?
name, like the name Jared.
Dared.
It's dared. The word is dared, and I thought it said Dared, and I was like, "What the hell is Dared?" But as I expected, it's a lot. It's a lot of past tense, ed. Past
Dartboard.
tense. Dartboard's a
That's a
smart
good one.
too. Devoid. Oh, also good. Dud.
Died.
Another obvious one.
Dud.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
We did all right, I think.
All right, so I feel like, yeah, I think we did a pretty all right job. There's a few I was kind of looking for, like diamond ones that are actually start with D and end with D. That's not just a past tense one, but yeah,
My
hell yeah,
guy-
all right.
I just want you to know for that last like 3 sentences you just said, you sounded like a robot to me.
Oh no,
And
I'm
it's
so
not in my
sorry.
head. It's cool. It's not you.
Oh,
It's my internet here is just suffering. A
we
little
could have said Discord.
bit. Oh.
We're currently in a Discord call with each other. We could have said
That would've been
Discord,
so
which is a real
good.
word about speaking.
We're fools.
We're fools. We're absolute fools. All right, we're moving on to the next one.
All right, I'll
here.
reset this timer.
Let me clear out our answers. All right, next one. This one I thought was kind of funny. How many famous people named George can you come up with in 1 minute?
Come up
I
with
feel
like
like
3.
there's like one really obvious one, and then I have one that I'm also looking forward to. But I want to hear your answers first because I thought about this one a little bit because I picked it. Right.
All right.
So,
All right. Okay. I'm gonna hit play. You ready? Are you typing?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be typing.
All right. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. George Washington.
hmm
George Takei.
Oh, good one.
George
How about George Costanza?
Costanza. Okay, that's
George
acceptable.
Costanza
George. That's one
of
my
the
Georges.
Jungle.
Okay,
George of the Jungle.
we'll take it. We'll take it. George.
Are there more presidents named George?
Is it? What's Clooney's first name?
George?
Is it George Clooney?
Oh, George Bush and
George
Bush,
Bush?
Senior.
Good.
Oh, I can't. I think I've ran through my names of George.
That's all I got.
I think I've ran through all of my George. I'm.
No, I got nothing. Time is up in 5 seconds, anyways, man. I don't.
Yeah, great.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's look at some answers here.
Let's see what we got. I did only do last names, so of course we just have of the Jungle, my famous George, my most favorite George of the Jungle. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's more than I thought we were gonna get. Honestly,
Okay, that's
7.
pretty good. I'll take 7.
That's pretty good. I feel pretty good about that.
Show
let's
us the
see
answers.
what obvious ones did we forget here?
Burns, Bush, Scott, Carlin.
Orwell. Oh, come on. I
Fuck
love George
me.
Orwell. Oh, man.
George Washington Carver.
Okay, yeah.
I knew there
another...
was a Stephanopoulos. I knew
Wait,
it. I almost said
Stephanopoulos is his first... I didn't realize George was his first. All I could ever remember is his
Stephanopoulos.
dang old last
I
name.
had in my head, I was like, Stephanopoulos. Stephanopoulos.
Stephanopoulos.
Oh, God, I should have said it.
Wow, okay. I'm upset about George Orwell. I feel
George
like we
Harrison
really
has me
should-
upset, too.
George Harrison. Oh, my God. Oh, my
And
God.
Gershwin.
If my wife is watching right now, she'd be pissed. She would have just came running in here telling me that I didn't get. We have matching Beatles tattoos, and I didn't get George Harrison.
Damn, dude. That one hurts. We missed
I hope
like
she-
the most obvious
Oh
one there.
man, we actually I thought we did a great job, and
We
we
did a
really
terrible
dropped the
job.
ball. Honestly,
Fucking failed.
we
That's
honestly
an F.
really dropped the
That's
ball.
like a you pass, you don't pass, and you don't get to like appeal.
Good lord, You know what? George Takei was a good one. I was not the my two were Washington and Costanza. Those were my two.
It's good. You know, we did pretty good on that one. All right, what do you think about
Yeah,
one or
but-
two more?
Oh, man. Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
We won't do this one then. If we only got one or two more. This one I thought was kind of funny. It's a bit of a change of pace here, so I would like to do this one. But
Okay.
how many sports that don't use balls can you come up with in 1 minute?
All right, here we go. Microphone is tucked
you-
into my shirt.
All right, you're ready to type. Let me clear it out for you.
Get this. Yep.
All right.
All right. Here we
You
go.
ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Hockey,
Track and field.
archery, swimming,
Uh,
curling,
Curling. Skiing.
skiing,
Biking.
MMA fighting. Does that count?
MMA. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and then boxing, which is in the same realm as
I'm
that.
gonna say martial arts, just in general.
Martial, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Let me think of
cheerleading?
Olympic sports. Cheerleading, good one.
Esports.
Esports, let's go. Esports doesn't use balls. Okay. Hockey, of course. Then skating. So you got figure skating and speed skating, and
what's the snowboarding?
what's this-
Snowboarding.
snowboarding. Yeah, snowboarding. Oh, then skateboarding.
Skateboarding.
And inline skating.
Inline skating. What's our time like?
Oh, we're out of time.
We're
out
out.
of time.
Okay, we'll take the last one.
was
All right, not bad.
There were so many more than I thought.
There's
so
a
many more than I
lot of
thought there.
ballless sports. Sports with no balls.
Okay. So how'd we do here? I will say I was pretty happy about archery. I was pretty happy
Archery is
about
a
archery.
clutch one.
That one felt good. I don't know why that was one of the first three we thought of, but yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. Hell yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty
We
good.
take
Let's
that.
see what obvious ones we forgot here.
Badminton.
Boxing. Hell yeah. Badminton. Nice. Frisbee. Does that
Frisbee.
count? Really?
It's not a ball.
Does frisbee count?
Yeah, it's not a ball.
Yeah, but is it a sport?
Ultimate is a sport, Sloshula.
Okay, I'll give you that. Oh, rowing.
Rowing.
Oh, you put
horseback
martial arts.
riding,
Good. Good one on martial
weightlifting,
arts.
wrestling.
It doesn't seem like any obvious ones that we kind of forgot about. Did we get
No.
wrestling?
We did not get wrestling.
We
but
didn't
got
get
martial arts,
wrestling.
which is pretty good.
Yeah, we got MMA and boxing. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we were on the same track. I think.
Fishing is one that I would not have.
I would not. I
Ever
don't.
come up
That one
with.
just feels like a pastime.
Yeah,
You know?
fencing those
Also-
is valid.
Also, diving separate from swimming. I kind of if
Diving is
you had said
different.
swimming, I would have just kind of put them together.
They're
you know?
separate Olympic events.
They are. Yeah, that's kind of where I was. I was thinking of Olympic events, right?
Yo,
so I
you
was
know
like
what this list doesn't have?
skating, all that.
Esports.
Esports, dude. League of Legends doesn't have a ball in it unless you're playing Oriana.
Oh my god, go away.
All right, fair. All right, let's see. What other ones? What's the last? Okay. In honor
It's not even
of
Thanksgiving.
titles of.
Save it
You
for
wanna
our
save
December
this one?
1st episode.
Okay, great. Then we'll do. Let's see. I'll let you choose. So we have
December
words
3rd.
that begin with consecutive letters str.
Let's do it.
How many single words that can complete the phrase blank party?
STR.
And how many answers that complete the phrase Boston
Cream
blank?
donut. No, let's do STR.
STR. Okay, we'll do STR. All right. Do you want me to write? I'll write on this one.
You read
since
on this one.
the
I
last
read on the last one.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
you ready?
As long as you're ready.
I'm ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. It didn't go.
Strength.
Strength.
Oh.
String. Straight.
String. Strong.
Street. Strong.
Street.
Strike. Stroke.
Strike.
Stroke.
Strobe. Oh my god, you're on it right now.
Strip.
Nice. Stranded.
Stranded. Nice. Strap.
Oh, I'm strapped right now. Strapped. I'll do past tense. I'll take that.
Do we do stripe yet?
Stripe. Good one. Good one. Oh my god.
Stroke? No. Strop.
No,
Strop. Strop is a word. Like a leather
stream.
strop.
Bro, stream.
Stream?
We're streaming right now.
And we're done. We're out of time.
Stream.
Yeah, this was my
Oh man,
game.
I feel like we sucked ass on this one. We had such a long break of like, and we could have also gone into all the past tense of all of them.
No,
but we didn't. God, all right. Well, let's see how many we
did
got
pretty
here.
good.
I feel like we did all right, but I feel like there's some really obvious ones we're missing here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm not so sure about strop here.
A leather strop is a thing. That is a legit word.
All right, Mr. Scrabble. Let's see. What do we?
A device, typically a strip of leather for sharpening straight razors.
All right, we missed out on quite a few good ones here. Strawberry.
Strawberry, straw, strategy, trace.
These words are starting to not look like words. There's so many STRs. Oh god. Stranger and strangle. Strum. I think the one I'm most upset about here is strawberry and stress. I think those are the two I'm a little upset that we didn't get. Strive is a good one.
Damn, dude.
But we did all right. We did pretty good. I would say we did pretty good on that one.
String, which hurts me a little bit, but
we didn't. We got string. We got string.
We got string? Oh hell
we
yeah.
got string. It was the second one you said. There you go.
Oh, we could have spelled straight two different ways too. Damn.
Oh yeah, like a
water
like an
straight
inlet, a water.
Yeah, like an inlet. Not bad, buddy.
Yeah, you know what? That was fun. That was a good one. I had a good time with those.
Me too.
But it's the end of our time. It is now time for us to hop in the casket and just kind of go on.
Thank you everyone for writing the Lightning Boys podcast. We hope you left this trip with all your appendages intact. Keep in mind that as you do your legal backyard burials, dig the hole deep enough so that the body does not come up with the water, as does happen, and spread the plague about. We already have one to deal with.
Thank you for watching. I'm Sloshla. That's Toast. Every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Sloshla. Come hang out with us. Help us find the point. Follow me on Twitter at the Sloshla. Follow him on Twitter at ToastBH. And this was apparently a train ride the whole time along. Have a great one. Appreciate you all.